Assalamualaikum, my name is Rafiq Hashimi bin Rosfa, and we're going to start the presentation for this assignment with company introduction. The company is Eureka Effective SDN PhD. As on top left is the logo. This is a pipeline maintenance solution provider in both local and international space. The company was established in 2005. The company headquarters and factory is located in Bandar Baru-Bangi, Selangor. So what do they do? The main activity for this company is they offer product and services. The main product is pipeline cleaning pigs and cast polyurethane. These two products are actually they manufacture this product, and they also provide oil and gas equipment and conductor stabilizer. For services are pipeline pigging solution, pipeline inspection solution, and pipeline maintenance solution. For manufacturing process, the first process involved is material processing, where polyurethane material is developed using the dispenser machine. The material is used for the outer part of the pipeline pigs, which is the bumper, guiding disc, and sealer disc. The raw polyurethane is mixed with other material, is filled on top of the tank. Then the polyurethane formula is set at the display screen. The next step is the casting process. Once the polyurethane material is done with mixing and processing, it can flow out of the dispenser machine and fill it into a cup or jug. Then the material is poured into a mold and let it dry for about 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, from liquid state, it will transfer to a solid state. And after that, we can just remove the material with the help of compressor using the nozzle. Once the polyurethane material is removed from the oven, it is transferred to a big oven. And in the oven, the post-curing process is performed. Post-curing process is a process where the material is exposed to the elevated temperature. And this step is necessary in order to speed up the drying process and to get the even amount of dry, which is the outside layer of the material and the inside layer of the material as well, to get even dry. And we also can get the desired physical properties from the heating process. For downsizing, it is done on a lathe machine to downsize the polyurethane parts like sealing, guiding, and bumper. Downsizing, which means the outer diameter of the polyurethane parts is altered and decreased to a smaller value. Therefore, the company can provide only a few molds to make these parts, because the outer and inner diameter can be easily customized according to the client's pipeline dimension. For example, we have a 5-inch polyurethane parts, we can decrease it to the 7.5-inch polyurethane parts. So without adding a new mold, without needed a 7.5-inch mold for the new dimension, so we can cut costs a little bit. For adding and enlarging holes, it is done on a milling machine. The machine usually used for thin parts like cup and bumper. Most of the molds for cups and bumper are blank without any holes, so the holes and the number of holes, the hole size can be easily customized according to the client's request.
Assalamualaikum, my name is MEM560. Now let me continue our presentation about manufacturing process for our selected product. For making body part, at least 3 steps are required to create this body part during the manufacturing process. To begin, the raw material for the hollow steel bar will be cut to the exact length required, and then many holes will be drilled on the surface of raw material shaped like a steel disc using a milling machine. Finally, to join the two parts together, they will join them in the way of gas tungsten arc welding, GTAW.
Lastly is the assembly. The pick is assembled according to the drawing. It is very important for the assembler to study the drawing from the engineer properly to prevent any of the assembly to be put upside down or in the reverse direction. The parts is joined together using bolt and nuts. The bolt and nut must be greased because it is a metal to metal contact in order to prevent from rust in the future and to disassemble them in the future.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Amir Syafiq bin Hussein, and today I will present about the design concept and quality assurance. Okay, firstly, we start with the general overview of piggings. Okay, for the piggings, there are 7 main component parts, which is bumper, sealer disc, guiding disc, gauge plate, magnet, body and rush. Next, we proceed with how pigging works in general terms. In its simplest form, a pigging system consists of a solid projectile or plug the pig with a diameter slightly larger than the pipeline or tubing that is transporting the liquids. Pigging works by introducing this pig into the pipeline and pushing through the pipe. Pigging is to perform various maintenance operations. Sometimes it is introduced manually, but more commonly automatically. Pigs are introduced, housed and retained using pigging receiver and pigging launchers. After pigging, liquid is then collected and continues being processed. Next, we proceed with the quality assurance. There are 2 top priorities of this company, which is precision and accuracy. The goal of this process is to get the best outcome and satisfy the client by providing top quality products. This process will ensure the product dimensions are accurate according to the engineering drawings. The dimensions are recorded in the pre-delivery inspection form and will be sent to quality control departments. Product with inaccurate dimensions and defects will be rejected. The main tools used for this task is vernier caliper and measuring tapes, which are enough to conduct pre-delivery inspections, PDI.
My name is Muhammad Al-Haziq bin Muhammad Farid, and now I will continue to the product produced part. One of the product produced in Eureka is bidirectional pig. It is used for debris removal, flooding, dewatering, batching and gauging. Its size varies from 4 to 48 inches and it can withstand up to 100 degrees Celsius. Its minimum bend radius is 3D and 1.5D upon request from customer, and it can be equipped with various accessories. As for cup pigs, it has the same characteristic as bidirectional pigs. The only difference is that it is used for filling, batching, debris removal, and product displacement. Next, we will jump on to 5 types of specialized pigs that is produced here in Eureka. The first type of specialized pig is passive bypass pig. It is used to assist operational pigging at high condensate pipeline. This is to avoid high surge of liquid flooding, which can result to production trip. Next, we have spray pig type. It is deployed to help operational pigging operation, specifically in corrosion inhibitors and liquid chemicals. This pig is applied to the internal surface of the pipeline. The third type of specialized pig is dewaxing pig. It comes with 3 designs: less aggressive single module, plugging scraper, and adjustable multi-module. It is used to remove heavy wax from pipeline with its wax cutting and plugging effect. Now, for multi-diameter pig, it is used to assist operational pigging on various internal diameter of pipeline. The final type is descaling pig. It has 2 designs, which is single module and multi-module. It can be adjusted to achieve different level of aggressiveness, and it is used to remove pipeline scales by crushing the scales by using its heavy-duty tungsten stud. Now we go to polycast pick. It is used for product removal batching, hydrostatic testing, and removal of paraffin or debris. It can be negotiated by varying its internal diameter of same pipe size and tight radius bands. Here we have the pick accessories made in Eureka. First is the product that is made of polyurethane, which is guiding disc slotted, spacer disc, sealer disc, and cup disc. And here we have magnet and gauge plate, which is made by aluminium, and brush, which can be made by mild steel, spring steel, stainless steel, and nylon.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Danish bin Al-Taib. For today's presentation, I would like to present my part in this presentation, which is pipeline pegging defect. Now, one of the defects is the presence of air bubbles on polyurethane parts. This is one of the top causes of cosmetic rejects in mold parts, is bubbles that are on the pipeline pegging. This only results in appearance problem, but also impairs physical properties as well, sometimes, but not most of the times. Now, this is a very common occurrence in polyurethane parts and also often difficult to resolve. Now, the reason why this happens is because trapped gas, which includes air, moisture vapor, volatiles from the resin, or decomposition gases from the polymer or additives, are present in the molding of the polyurethane parts. The next defect is welding defect. This can be seen is that the lack of one of the main causes is that lack of penetration, with incomplete penetration occurs when the root of the weld bead does not reach the root of the joint. This is shown when the metal parts are being joined together. Second is spatter. Spatter occurs when the projection of molten particles from the weld bead. So we can see that some of the parts, metal parts, after weld, there are spatter around it. So this is one of the welding defects, and it shows that the finishing is not clean. Next defect is cracks. It appears in zone affected by the weld due to several factors such as contraction of the solidifying metal and the growth of grains. Other than that is warpage of the metal. This is unwanted change in the shape and position of the metal parts. It happens when the heat usage is wrong and is caused by contraction/expansion of the welded parts. So this shows that the weld parts are not strong enough to hold the parts together. So when this happens, the part will easily break off because of the welding is not strong enough to join it together. Now the next defect is bend, not even brush. The brush is used for scraping and malabration of the pipeline. Now, if the brush is bent, one of the bristles is bent, it cannot perform its task properly. It cannot even scrape the inner of pipe, which results in debris cannot be cleaned properly, results in an unclean pipe. So for this, for the brush to perform properly, the bristles need to be straight. Last but not least, poor paint finishing on the body. As we can see from the picture on the top right, we can see that the paint is peeling off from the metal. This is what you call as adhesion failure. It is due to the fact because of surface contamination or condensation, incompatibility between coating systems, or exceeding overcoating time. This not just only visually impairs it, but also may result in rust of metal. Next is runs. As you can see from the picture from the bottom right, we can see that the paint is uneven and dripping down. This is due to the fact that over application of paint, excessive use of thinners, and incorrect or lack of curing agent, or poor workmanship also may be the factor of runs. All of these problems may not be serious, but it may cause major problems in the efficiency of the pipeline pegging product.
Assalamualaikum, I am Aiman Mukhtar. Now I will make the discussion for our presentation. For improvement the product, the company should use intelligent or smart pick. The intelligent or smart picks are used to inspect the pipeline with sensors and record the data for later analysis. These pigs use technologies such as magnetic flood leakage (MFLs) and ultrasound to inspect along the pipeline. The first intelligent pig operated by Shell Development in 1961 could measure and record the thickness of the pipeline walls. It used electromagnetic field or EMF to sense the wall integrity. In 1964, Turboscope ran the first commercial instrument that used magnetic flood leakage (MFL) technology to inspect the bottom portion of the pipeline. The system used a black box similar to those used on aircraft to record the information. So the next part, by using thermoplastic polyurethane, the company can expand their business by producing various products such as watch strap for smartwatches, poly-coated gloves, shoe soles, varnish, seats, wheels, and wellington. That's all for me. Thank you.
Next, we proceed with continuous quality improvements. I think in this semesters we have attend class in Microsoft Teams and submit assignment at Google Classrooms. During the class, it runs smoothly, but sometimes unstable internet connection happens, which lead to difficulties in communication with lecturers and classmates. I think we can improve on that, and that's all only.